Oscar night. We are here at the Model Experience. And join us.
Hi, this is Alan Shea with Our Society Show. We're here tonight in beautiful downtown, or should I call it on the beach of Santa Monica. And we're here at the fashion show. I have one of the designers here. In fact, he's letting me, kind of wear some of his apparel to make sure that we are all here in the best way possible to make sure that you enjoy today's show. So we're going to bring on in Mr. Free, and he's going to give you a little insight about tonight's event.
Yeah, so we're here in celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. We're here at the Model Experience. As you see, I'm representing Tupac and Nipsey. They're huge inspirations for our generation. And, it just means so much that we can be able to use influences like hip hop to inspire the next generation. Tupac and Nipsey both passed on, and for me, I feel like they passed the torch to continue the legacy. So for me to be here is an honor to be here and to see this runway, this stage, to see the models coming down is just phenomenal. And I'm just blessed, like I said, for you to have me a part on your show again.
Well, why don't you share with the viewers before we let you go? Why don't you share with them how important was the hip hop culture to get us to where we are 50 years later?
So without hip-hop, none of this would be possible. None of this fashion, none of this expression. Hip-hop was a way to use sampling from old music and putting it into an expression through music. And that's what I've done with my fashion and art. I've been able to sample different mediums through different artists, such as Tupac, such as Biggie, such as, Grandmaster Flash and Kool Herc. Recently just came back from the 50th anniversary out in LA. In New York with the mayor, and now I'm here in LA doing it again, part 2. So we going up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. We outside.
Well, before I can let this man go, because he carries so much passion, sense of purpose, and certainly love for the East Coast now and the West Coast after his experience 2 weeks ago with the mayor of New York. And he was one of the original hip-hop kids of New York, am I right?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
And after our experience, just last night, we were with 50 years of hip-hop from the influencers, and the host was Anthony Anderson and Chris Spencer. They did a great job. So they're going to break open the door during Oscar weekend, celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. This is Alan Shea. Stay with us. That tonight is all about Hollywood, your industry. Share with us how we can make sure all the young people can believe in it.
Okay, he brought up some valuable points. And I'm going to be straight honest with everybody who's watching this. This industry, it's all about you. It's not about who you care for. To get there, you got to be powerful in your voice. You're strong. Your personality. Yes, I understand you can accept no for an answer, but you got to pursue it even stronger, like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. You got to have that fire, that power, energy that, yeah, you get all these no's, but you still got to pursue it. But hip-hop, yes, it's a culture. But there's other people that is involved in hip-hop, not just African-American people. We have white people, we have Asian, we have Indian, we have Hispanic, we have Latin people, we have people from China, Italy, who's involved in hip-hop, even today. So we got to give a shout out to them as well, not just African Americans, because that's being biased towards them, and that's unfair. We just can't just leave them out.
Well, I certainly appreciate it, because it is a cultural thing, and it is about how we can monetize it. And in order for us to stay relevant, we're going to have to make sure we stay in the front of the line on monetizing it and making it work. So this is Alan Shea. We're going to let Mike go, but we're going to hold tight and make sure we get his handles so we can follow him, because he's an incredible man that I want to make sure that I can get to know him, because he's laid a lot of knowledge on me. So
Exactly. Well, everybody have a blessed night. Number one thing, stay positive. Every day is a positive day for you. You got to have positivity, and you got to have positivity in your relationship. Not just, I'm not talking about relationship in a wife or girlfriend. I'm talking about in business. You have the positive and you have the negative. You got to delete the negative people in your circle and keep the positive. You got to have that.
We're here with one of the legendary original hip hoppers that made our past to be our future today, and I'm so honored. Grandmaster Flash, the man of the hour. Why don't you share with us, how does it feel to celebrate 50 years of hip hop?
If I can say it laymanly, I would say I'm like a happy father, because I can remember, coming from the projects, poor, not realizing that this thing that we was doing was for recreation, taking our sound system to the neighborhood park and just playing, you know, pop, rock, jazz, blues, funk, disco, R&B, alternative Caribbean. And I came up with a system that allowed me to take certain parts of a record and extend it. That became the music bed for the rapper to speak on. Today they call it rap. So it is called the Quick Mix Theory.
So why don't you share with the viewers, because this is what's so dynamic right now. Who would have imagined 50 years ago that test that you were working on as a kid opened the doors for all the youth in America to now have their own identity in music. It's no longer Motown, it's no longer pop, it's hip hop. Why don't you look in that camera right here and share with them, really, how does it feel? And where did you realize that you had hit up on something that would become part of American culture?
You know, when I'm asked that question, a lot of times I'm speechless, you know, and all I know is that I was doing this for just, Mom would say, go outside and play. So not realizing this DJ technique will become the bed for a human being to speak on. And here it is 50 years later, you know, a lot of people, they call me legend. But I fear that, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of times when you're a legend, either you pass away or you just disappear and nobody sees you anymore. So I just want to say that I thank God for being able to be one of the creators of this culture and to live and breathe it still. It's wonderful. So I'm doing something that I love and I'm making a living at it. So
well, the reason why I'm smiling so much and so excited about standing is because in my lifetime, I've met 3 legends. The first one was Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
Who personified joining West Coast and East Coast.
Yes, he did.
You know that?
Yes, he did.
He became the first.
Yes, he was.
Okay?
Yes, I know that. I'm very familiar with that. Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
The second is Damon John.
I don't know that name. Damon John. Go ahead.
FUBU.
Oh, okay. You mean far as clothing is concerned?
What's that?
You mean far as the fashion is concerned?
Well, we're talking the whole culture, the evolution, and meeting legends like Getting to You.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
But somebody started it. Somebody started the process where we meet legends. We meet people who contribute in such ways that we would have never imagined. And it took 50 years. Like I said, Jackie Robinson was one. Damon Jane on Shark Tank, on what he's done with FUBU. All these things. And you in the music world.
I'm humbled. I'm totally humbled and like never in my wildest dreams that I would think I would have visited almost every country on planet Earth for almost 20 years and then be here tonight.
So thank you so much. We appreciate it. Out the way, sir. This is local cameras. Come on.
In this industry that got a platform, this is the problem. They don't salute the OG. They don't fucking give respect. And one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Grandmaster Flash, he's a fucking legend. Icon, legend. Make some noise. Hold on. Girls is players too.
Hi, this is Alan, and I had to get really the king of the night. This gentleman here is a legend who we're going to get a lot of information out of Big Mike Robb.
Most definitely.
And the reason why is because I'm getting chill bumps from just standing next to him, because even though it's Oscars night, this year is really about hip hop and
Most
the music and really the contribution that has been a part of our journey. And no one knows it better than you. So why don't you start at the very beginning, because we want to celebrate you and hip hop.
Well, basically, I go by the name of Big Mike, aka B. Mike Robb, one of the executive talent scouts for BET, America's Got Talent, and So You Think You Can Dance. So what we do is we try to help artists develop in the music industry to take them to the next level in their careers and teach them how to become entrepreneurs as well. That's the main thing.
And the beautiful thing that you've done, especially during this last 50 years, share with them how important has hip hop been and how has that really developed you as a businessman, and certainly I guess you still have some of your entrepreneurial experience behind you. So enlighten our viewers on that.
So basically, just so everybody knows, hip hop was born in the Bronx, New York, off Sedgwick, but that basically opened up a whole culture. That's where the breakdancing culture came into play, and with that, it basically brought communities together and pretty much bridged the gap between everybody out there. So when it comes to the music, and it's not only hip-hop, but it's music all around. Those of you that don't know where the hip-hop even started in Africa. That's how they used to communicate, through drums. And with that, what happened is that it elevated to another level in the careers of lives, and it changed everybody's life. So with hip-hop, that's what it is. It's all about changing everybody's life, bridging the gap, and making sure that you become an entrepreneur in life.
And so with that being the case, what would you share with the young people about being prepared in this day and age with understanding the history of hip hop, but also realizing they're sitting on a gold mine with Web3 and NFTs and other technologies that's going to become a major part of their generation?
Well, basically, there's always three things that I always tell any artists or anybody that's younger, in the younger generation. I always tell them three things will make you successful in life. That's God, family, and education. Always remember that. And also, show me who you hang with, and I'll show you who you are. So it's all about basically getting in those rooms, getting in those places that people will understand who you are. And like I always say, if you go in a room and you know everybody, you're in the wrong room.
Wow. Did you hear that? Don't go in a room and you know everybody. He's telling you to grow and to expand your awareness by being around people who can teach you new information.
That's right.
And a good understanding of a new roadmap. This red carpet tonight, even though we're celebrating the 95th Oscar, really should be celebrating the shift of hip-hop being a part of making sure that Oscar is relevant in today's time with their music, their fashion, their culture. And why don't you share with the viewers before we let you go, with Oscar, was there any surprises, disappointments, or expectations?
Actually, there was really no expectations, but there was a couple of surprises. A couple of people that got awards on certain occasions, but I'm not going to mention that. But I mean, it was. But the most important thing was it was about bridging the gap. It was about, they were teaching about human trafficking as well, and always that alliance with bringing the women together as well as helping the women out and the young ladies and educating them. So that was the big, most important thing that was about the Oscars tonight over here at the party.
Wow. Well, before we let you go, because you are a wealth of information and knowledge, what would you like to share with the young people who watch our show? And I always share this process with anyone that brings a plethora of information for the next generation. What would you like to share with those viewers so they can really embrace where they are today with technology, with community, and with a serious wealth of history to build from?
Don't be afraid to dream. for one. You'll also have, when it comes to you as a person, no matter what you do in life, always make sure that anything that you have a passion for, understand that that's your passion, and you have to teach other people about your passion, which gets them to put that team together, because teamwork will always make the dream work. That's what it is.
Wow. Well, is there any way that you can make sure viewers can follow you on social media?
You guys can follow me all across the board on all social medias at B Mike Rob. That's letter B MikeRob. Remember the three things: God, family, education. You'll be successful no matter what you do in life. Let's go.
All right. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it,
you.
and I love when you can lay out all that good wisdom and history.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I am here with the man of the hour. And it's just Dave who's gonna open up the doors to what does tonight mean to you, being here on the red carpet?
Tonight on the red carpet, introducing myself and meeting my man, you know what I mean? It's a great experience, man. I'm just like living in the moment, you know what I mean? My story's pretty crazy, you know what I mean? I've been doing music a long time, but ain't none ever happened, you know what I mean? I met one guy, he done changed my life. I got signed on the 30th of January. I've been on the Grammy carpets here. I'm on the Oscar carpets now, you know what I mean? And man, let's just go. Let's go,
Well,
baby.
it sounds like the doors is about to open up
Man,
for
I
you.
hope so, brother.
But you know, I gotta hear the real story. And the real story with you, my man, centers around hip hop.
Yes.
Since we celebrating 50 years of hip hop,
Man.
why don't you tell those viewers what that means for you?
Okay, well, for me, first and foremost, man, I was involved with the whole hip hop movement, right? I'm a 72 baby, so graffiti art, break dancing, pop locking, singing groups, rap groups, you know what I mean? Been in all of it, all through the years, you know what I mean? And so hip hop to me at the 50th year is just, it's homage. You know what I mean? For the pioneers who started it, for the people who've grabbed the baton and the torch to carry it into the future. It's just a great way to be able to express yourself and be able to like tell the other side of the story of the coin, you know what I mean? Because the news don't tell their story, you know what I mean? So we got to be able to be real and be able to tell what's really happening from another perspective, man. So to be a part of that, it makes me, I'm honored, you know what I mean? Hungry and humble, man, that's me.
Well, you know, with your energy and your commitment and paying the dues, it sounds like it's about ready to break open.
Come on, man.
But all I would like to hear from you, share with those young people in the next generation the staying power of your dream and being committed to your community and never giving up hope.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, man, I just turned 50 in November, you know what I mean? And so music has always been a passion. I'm self-taught, you know what I mean? I grew up from a family that didn't have a whole lot. So I wanted to do music. I stuck with music. I've been doing music. I had kids at a young age. I got 3 adult kids, you know what I mean? And so because of that, music was, I don't want to say it was put on the back burner, you know what I mean? But I had to go, you know, catch the bags and be able to be a provider for my family, right? But I kept doing music, man. I've had different commercial front studios, and during the pandemic, I had to close the doors, right? And so it was time. I had the resources. I had the time and the money to be able to do a bucket list and make my own album. So I did, right? And it was strictly for me and, you know, people around me. A couple people heard some songs, let it loose, and man, I got hundreds of thousands of streams happening. I just got signed to, you know, my boy Billy Moss. He's managing me. I just told you, it happened on January 30th. I've been on the Grammy carpets. Here I am on the Oscars red carpet, man. Look at my man right here, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, God is good, man, and he's alive. So never give up. 50 years old, man. Nothing happened until about 5 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So if you sacrifice, you stay committed, you have the tenacity, you know what I mean, to be able to believe in your dreams. Now remember, dreams was something that God put in your heart, you know what I mean, a long time ago. And if you have the courage to be able to follow that dream, man, the more you work towards it, the more it's gonna come to you. You know what I mean? So, man, just keep fighting the good fight. You'll never lose, man, I'm telling you.
Well, you know what? This man has given the inspirational interview of the year.
Wow.
And he shared from the beginning to the end Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
And,
brother.
and why don't you give your DM so everybody can follow you and see your
Absolutely.
success?
Absolutely.
And say, I remember you when.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? My name is Dave. I go by Just Dave, and that came to be because the first interview I had, they was like, nah, what's your artist name? I'm like, I'm Just Dave. So it stuck with me, so I'm Just Dave. All my Instagram is Dave the Hustler. Twitter, everything is Dave the Hustler. DaveEDahustla. You know what I mean? Man, go get it. And you're the only person that can stop you from doing anything you want. Don't let the naysayers have a choice or have a stance. You know what I mean? You, baby.
Thank you, Jay. I'm going to follow you, my brother.
Thank you, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.